Hello, this is Chronic Joy Tarot. This is going to be our weekly reading for May 22nd, Monday, May 22nd through Sunday, May 28th. Okay, I hope everyone's had a good week this past week. It was maybe a week to pause and reflect on some things, and let's see if we can find the energies to move forward here. Okay, so as always, this direction reflects where we are now, and this is where we could be headed if we, operate with the energies in the correct way here. Okay, the first card, nice. This is the completion card. So, yes, last week was a week to pause and reflect and to find ways through maybe some of our, deeper feeling times and possibly some struggles internally or spiritually, but we've passed it. We're moving now to, more possibilities. So we've completed a phase. As I've said before, this card is a figure that has is puzzle pieces, and the last piece is being put into place, and that last piece falls on the space of our physical body, of our intuition and our connection to our higher power. So this is a nice place to be. Completion is a nice place to be starting the week out. So this is nice. This is good. The next card here is going to be our internal energies, our hidden energies, or our receptive energies that support this, moving on to the next phase. And that card is the Creator. This power chakra here on this figure is lit up. This is a personal, internal, all-knowing and power that you're in charge of creating your life every step of the way. In any given moment, you have choices how to respond. You have the power to make your own decisions how to proceed every time. And if you contain or nurture that power within you, you're always going to, move through even difficult times. You'll move through them with grace and with, knowledge that you'll always be okay. Everything is always going to work out. Externally, on the outside, I pulled this fighting card. So this tells me that we may have battles that manifest themselves in our lives, maybe internal versus external struggles. But most of those, this card represents a mind card. So most of those are created by our own mind, as if some of you can relate to that concept, and even if you're just starting to understand that concept, we create our reality. We create everything that occurs in our life. And the tougher moments are there to help us grow. They're there to help us learn and grow. So the internal, external energies here seem at odds with each other, but it's really not. It is part of being human. We know deep inside in our spirit that we are always pure love and that we can operate from a very loving, powerful place. And we also know that being human and on this physical planet, we come across conflict, and it looks like we're unsure, or it looks like we've made the wrong decision, or things may look a certain way, but as long as you're guided by that internal knowing power of creation, there's no reason really to have any worries. So this is kind of where we are. We've come out of the past week understanding these concepts, and now let's see what's up ahead for the week ahead if we choose to focus on it. Receptivity. This is something to focus on during this coming week, as far as being aware of that open, receiving energy that we can all reach. This is a card of the emotions. So if we're in touch with our alignment and exactly who we are and what our desires are and what it is that we wish to achieve, but we stay open to seeing the signs along the way, you could have a really, really amazing outcome. the trick is when our minds get involved. Oh no, that's the wrong decision. This could happen, and this could happen, and that could happen. So don't make that decision, right? While, on the other side of it, maintaining a receptive quality just lets you know, okay, these are the possibilities. These things could happen. Let's see what comes along, and I can help make a decision that way. Let life come to you instead of trying to assert your way through it. That's the energy. That's what you're being called to do this week. It's not always, sometimes we just need to take assertive action. This week we're being called, since we know that the balance of internal, external, and, intuition versus mind, since we know that that's always going to flip-flop and come about, one after the other and sort of balance each other out, let's just know that for this week, being receptive, being open, staying aware, having your heart opened is the way to go. Okay? And the outcome or the overall insight of this reading is this morality card. It's another mind card. But what this is telling us, what this is telling me in this reading, in this position, is even though you know these concepts and though you will, strive to stay receptive to what's coming next for your life, there is no right or wrong way to do it. There's no right or wrong way to live. Morality is sort of an imposed value that, as humans, we put upon ourselves to try to keep things in order and make sure black and white, up and down, right and wrong. We try to make sure that everything stays in order by calling on a sense of morality, when deep inside, we already know what's right. We already know the way to proceed. And since we are purely love energy at the core, you can never really go wrong if you tap into that energy. So know that however you choose to proceed this week, you might get tripped up. There might be a moment when, you feel that conflict and you want to push through and you want to respond maybe in a way that isn't receptive. That's okay, because that's the step that was needed for you at this time to move yourself through the energy. So this reading overall, it feels a little back and forth, right? Stay tapped into your inner guide, but know that your mind's going to come up and try to trip you up. Stay receptive, but there isn't a right or wrong way to do it, right? It seems like these energies are at odds, when in fact the way I'm reading this is that on a whole, that's exactly what life is. Exactly that. It's competing energies. It's dipping down a little, into a dark space for a little while and then finding a way to open up again. It's finding those little nuances of the contrast that comes to us in life. So for this week, let's try to just master the let's see, I want to say detached stance about it, but I don't really want you to detach from your life. Sort of be an observer of your life and know that these contrasting and conflicting energies are always going to be part of it. And don't go too far, especially with the mind cards. Don't go too far in one direction. Stay centered, stay neutral. Know that you are, you're really mastering this. You're mastering that life comes at us. It comes, things that seem negative or frightening or scary or against our highest good are always going to show up. But trust that it's all for your highest good, even the conflicts and the changes. Okay, I hope this reading made sense. It got me going into, a bunch of different tangents myself. But it does make sense. It resonates for me, at least, to maintain that track and know that whatever comes about, whatever happens, we're always okay. We're always being served. All right, I hope you enjoy this week. And next weekend is, toward the end of the month. So coming up soon is going to be the June Zodiac-based readings. And I hope everyone enjoys their week. Just stay centered, stay, with the knowledge that all is well. All right. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.